The music room makeover is finally done. Today I'll take you on a full tour of this room, including a close-up look at my stereo system. I'll show you how I sort records, all that and more coming up next. Hi, my name is Frank. Welcome back to Sundays on channel 33 RPM, your channel for vinyl, gear, and more. Welcome to season 6 of channel 33 RPM. After a short break, it feels good to be back. As you can see, the music room looks a bit different. I painted it and I moved the furniture around. Overall, I'm very happy with this space. It's not the fanciest room out there, but it works for me. Let's check it out. I had two main priorities with this project. The first was to paint this room a color a bit more to my liking. The second was to maximize the space a bit better and to bring my CDs out. I had kept them in the closet for the past couple of years. If you recall, the music room used to be painted this light minty green. Truthfully, it was a bit too bright for my taste. But that's what I inherited. The walls were painted by the former homeowner. I'd wanted to repaint these walls ever since we moved in way back in 2017, so that's exactly what I did this past January. As for maximizing the space, there's a lot of stuff I wanted to put in this room, which is only 10 feet by 10 feet. That was part of the challenge. I didn't want this room to feel cramped, yet I wanted access to all my music and all my gear. With that in mind, let's take a closer look at the space. I tried moving around my shelving units in different areas, finally settling on this layout with the records over here and the CDs over in the other corner. For those who have asked, the CDs are on Nedby, I believe that's how you pronounce it, Nedby shelving units from IKEA. Those shelving units, I believe, are being discontinued. At least that's what the sign at IKEA suggested. As for the rest of the furniture, I kept my desk, which was previously tucked away in a corner. I also kept the shelves that you see above the desk, which I use for displaying records. Those shelves, by the way, are actually picture ledges, again from IKEA. Unfortunately, they were discontinued about a decade ago. IKEA does sell similar picture ledges today, but they're shorter. For the records, I ended up buying a 1x4 KALLAX shelving unit, again from IKEA, which joins the other two Expedit units I had. Again, I believe that's how you pronounce it. I had the 4x4 unit and the 2x4. Now, doing a side-by-side comparison, I found the KALLAX unit falls a bit short compared to the Expedits. Literally, the exterior panels are thinner, as you can see here. I had to prop this unit up on some 1x3s or 1x4s to raise it up a bit, so the top is even with the Expedit. Also, the 1x4 units are not really meant to be placed vertically like this. It puts a lot of pressure on these shelves. I may replace it down the road with the black 2x4 Expedit we have upstairs. As a side note, I reinforce all my record shelving units with 1x3s. I do this for a few reasons. First, the bracing adds stability. Once in place, these units are sturdy as hell. Second, I can drill through the 1x3s, fastening the shelving units to the wall so they can't buckle. There are nightmare images online of these units falling over. Third, the 1x3s act as a backing so the records don't slide too far back. As for the records themselves, I store them alphabetically by artist, with compilations and soundtracks at the end. It took longer than I expected to put all these back and get them in the right order, but it was worth the effort. There are about 1,300 records on these shelves. I sleeve my records with the opening on top and the vinyl tucked into the back. This prevents the outer sleeves from sliding off and allows easy access to the record. It's not for everyone, but it works for me. I have two cubbies in this Expedit unit. Or Expedite, again, I'm not sure. In one of these cubbies, I keep my small collection of 10-inch records, as well as my 45s. In the other cubby, I keep various record cleaning and maintenance supplies, including brushes, fluids, my Milty Zero Stat, and other essentials. that's the overview. Now I want to show you some other stuff. Up here I got some cool video game stuff. I was born in '73, but I was really a child of the '80s, and I loved Pac-Man. I had this desktop Pac-Man as a child, and I stupidly threw it away years ago. So I was happy when I found this original one a few years back in the original box. So I got the unit there on top. Next to that, I got the ColecoVision, or at least the box from the ColecoVision. I showed you guys this a while ago. My wife bought me the ColecoVision for Christmas. Moving over a bit, I got some cool rock-related comics here. I got the Kiss Marvel Specials, the first one. Well, here's the second one. I got the Alice Cooper comic, and then I got the first Kiss Marvel special. I had these tucked away for the longest time. I decided to frame them and put them on the wall, and I'm glad I did. And as you saw earlier, next to this, I got some units. Again, these are from IKEA, and this is what I use to display my cassettes, or at least some of my cassettes. And they're not all here. I'll show you where the others are. But these are some of my favorites. I got some Motley Crue, some Ozzy and Sabbath, some Kiss. Some of you ask me if I keep my CDs in alphabetical order. I probably should. These are not in alphabetical order. There's some rhyme or reason to it. I kind of have them sorted by genre, sort of, kind of, but not really. I might have to give this some more attention in the future. Let's take a quick look at the stereo gear I have out. First up is my vintage Hitachi. This is a model PS48 from the late 70s. Absolutely love it. I got a vintage Pickering cartridge on here. Grabbed this one at a garage sale, several years back for $10. Next to this, we got my Pioneer 8-track. A viewer, Chris, sent this to me a few months ago. Below that, I got an Akai cassette deck. This was another thrift store find. Really digging it. This is my secondary cassette deck. My main one, my Sony, is currently in need of repair. Next to this, we got the heart of the stereo system. I got my Marantz integrated amp. This is a PM 6004. Also have the matching CD player, the CD 6004. And finally, the turntable, the Fluence RT85. I reviewed this one last year. So this is the gear I currently have set up. I got some other audio gear and storage and some upstairs in the secondary system. But all this works really well together. I switch up between the Fluence and the Hitachi regularly and dig them both. We'll quickly scan over here. These are my speakers, a couple tower speakers from Fluence, and again on the desk here, we're back here again. I got my iMac. This is what I use to edit all my videos. Got a desktop microphone and one of these odd looking ring lights. That is for future live broadcasts. I want to do more live streaming, so got to figure out how this all works, but stick around for that. Finally, let's move to the closet. I got some guitar cases, books, got all my 8-tracks here, which all come from viewers of this channel, so thank you very much. I got some more cassettes, but check this out. These are all the blank cassettes I have, still sealed. These here are the regular bias, and on the other side, check this out. These are the Chrome cassettes, Type 2 cassettes. I absolutely love them. Got some more gear here. I got my Sony cassette deck. I got a Sansui vintage amp. Got some other stuff, guitar cases, and over here, this beast. This is my realistic amp or stereo receiver. This is the STA 2100. On top of that, got a Yamaha turntable. The realistic is in need of good cleaning, good repair. That's why I haven't been using it. Gonna bring that to the shop, and hopefully they can fix that one up. As many of you know, I also play guitar, which brings us over here. I used to have 3 of my electrics on display and available for easy access. Now I only have room for 1, unfortunately. This is my Godin. I imagine I'll rotate my guitars over time, depending on my mood. Which brings us back here to me. That's the tour of the music room. I know it's not the fanciest record room in the vinyl community, but it certainly works for me, and I got a lot of inspiration for this makeover from in those Vinyl Dens videos where I show music rooms from across the vinyl community, and I will show more of those in the coming weeks and in the coming months. All right, 33ers, let me know what you thought of today's episode in the comments below, and I would appreciate a quick thumbs up if you dug this video. I've created a playlist with some of my favorite Channel 33 RPM episodes. I will leave a link to that playlist right here. I hope you have a great week. Until next time, keep on spinning.